Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another video, and if this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. I recently posted my springtime palette pile video with all these different eyeshadow palettes that I'm planning to use during the spring season to create some spring looks. And on that video, I received a comment from one of you that was asking me if maybe I would post some of my favorite springtime lip combos. And I thought that would be a really fun video to create and just to share some staples that I look for when I'm creating lip combos for this time of year, and just some of the combos that I like to put together and looks that I like to wear. So I just wanted to just come on here today and just share a few of the lip combos that I like and just some of the different lip items that I use. Before we get started for today, I do want to share this eye look that I have today is one that I created for a video using the Menagerie Cosmetics Pastel Pup Palette. So if you like this look and you're interested, I will put the link for that video in the description box below, so definitely check it out. And so without further ado, I'm so excited just to share some of my favorite springtime lip looks. So come along with me and let's make up the rules. When I'm working on deciding what lip colors I want to pair with an eye look for springtime, I usually try to keep things pretty light. Of course, a lot of times when you're doing your springtime eyeshadow, your eyeshadow itself may be pretty light, so you may want to complement that with a little bit of a darker lip. But for the most part, your lips that you have during springtime are probably going to be a little bit on the lighter side, just to go with just kind of that Easter pastel, very light, very airy kind of vibes. And so most of the lip colors that we're going to look at today are going to be more geared toward just very light and very just kind of airy. And so typically when I'm thinking about what colors I want to choose for my springtime lip look, I'm going to be picking colors that really remind me mostly of flowers and just springtime. And so I'm going to be looking at things like pink and purple, orange, maybe blue sometimes, at least if you keep it on the lighter side. And then of course having some sparkle on your lips or having some gloss is definitely going to create just very nice kind of going out and shining in the sun kind of vibes. And definitely as we're getting into springtime, the sun is out more, we want something that's really going to catch the light and give a really pretty glow and just that really just nice coming out of wintertime feel. So I've got several different lip products in front of me, and of course any products that you have, you can go ahead and mix and match them. So you may combine a brown lip liner with a pink lipstick or a pink lip gloss. You may want to use all pink. Maybe you'll mix some pinks and purples together. You've got a lot of different variety that you can choose from, and you can definitely mix all of your springtime colors together. So just to kind of go through just a few of these products, and then we'll take a look at some actual lip looks, and I'll apply some lip product just to show you a couple of examples of different springtime looks that you might create. But some things that I would choose, I may go for a very light pink lip gloss. That's something that's going to be a pretty good staple for this time of year. You definitely want something very light and very airy. Another thing that I might use would be a shimmery pink gloss that's going to have some sparkles in it. So that's going to be something that's going to add some lightness, and it's going to catch the sunlight when you go outside. Of course, there's always some orange. You might want to have just a very light orange gloss, something that's sort of on the peachy coral side. That's going to create a very nice, very light, airy kind of look. And then something like NYX butter glosses, those are going to be really good for springtime. They're very light, they're very airy, and you can just pair that with any lip liner, and it's really going to create a very nice light look. I do enjoy using my Ulta Beauty Collection chocolate lip liner. This is just a nice deep brown. This gives your lips a little bit of definition, and then using a lighter gloss over them. That's what I have on right now, is that chocolate lip liner with the purple NYX butter gloss, and that really creates just a very nice light look, but it still gives some definition to the lips. And then having something like just a clear gloss is always a go-to. You can pair that with a lip liner, or you may even put that over top a darker shade, and it's going to give it a little bit more lightness and a little bit more airiness. So these are just some staples that I have in my collection that I like to pull from when I'm trying to create my springtime lip looks. And so I'm excited now. Let's go ahead and just kind of mix and match some of these together, and I'll just give you some examples of some lip looks that you might want to put together yourself. To start off our springtime lip looks, I want to look at a really pretty shiny pink lip. And so this is the one that we're going to be taking a look at. And this is combined using 3 different products, 2 that come in a set and 1 that comes on its own, just to add an extra little bit of shimmer. So first we're going to be looking at this set. It comes from Profusion Cosmetics, and it is a matte lip cream and a matte lip liner that come together. They are both in the shade Lust, and they are a really pretty light pink shade. So just for our springtime lip look, you could go with these 2 and apply the lip liner and apply the lip cream, and you could just wear that as a look on its own. It's very light. It has just a very nice light pastel kind of springtime look to it, and it is very pretty on its own. Of course, if you want to add an extra little bit of glitter and some shimmer to your look, and you want to add just a little bit more dimension to a lip look, you can always go in with some sparkle. And so for this look, I used the Chameleon Chrome Lip Foil from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade Halo's Way, and just put this over top the lip cream and the lip liner, and you can see it really added so much dimension and so much life to this lip look, and really kind of deepened it also a little bit. So it wasn't quite as pastel, it wasn't quite so bright, it had a little bit more of a neutrality to it, and it was a little bit deeper. So that way, if you have a little bit more of a light eye look, you may want to have a little bit of a deeper lip look, and this is a great way to add a little bit more depth and dimension to a lighter lip liner and lip cream. For this combination, we are combining the Ulta Beauty Collection Chocolate Lip Liner with the NYX Butter Gloss that's in the shade Blueberry Tart. And this is a really fun lip combo for springtime because it really combines a couple of unexpected shades that really wouldn't necessarily jump out at first as a spring look, but it definitely gives a little bit more depth, dimension, and kind of interest to a look. Having the brown lip liner really gives some dimension to the outer part of your lips. It really gives some definition. And then the blue lip gloss is really fun. It's very unexpected, but it definitely falls in that springtime vibe, especially even if you think about just kind of the rain from April showers, or even just some blue flowers. It's just a really pretty look and really creates just a little bit of a different pop as opposed to those typical pinks and oranges or even purples that we have during this time of year. So this is a really fun lip combo and definitely gives a very nice springtime vibe while giving a little more depth, a little more dimension, and a little bit of an edge to it. This next lip combo is combining a couple of different orange shades. We've got a lipstick and a lip gloss. The lipstick comes from the Wet n Wild Alice in Wonderland collection, and this is the shade Painted Roses. And the lip gloss is from LA Colors, and it is the shade Coral Crush. And this is a really fun combination. It's a little bit different than just your normal pink, which might be your go-to for springtime. You may want to have just a little more color or a little bit more of a pop in your look. So going for orange is a great way to be similar to pink if that's definitely in your comfort zone, but to have a little bit more color and just something a little bit different and unexpected. This lipstick is really pretty. It's got a little bit of a red orangeness to it, so it's a little bit on the darker side for an orange shade, but when you combine it with a coral lip gloss, it really gives it an extra bit of a shine that's perfect for springtime and really gives it just a little bit of a glow when you go outside and you're out in the springtime sun, you're just enjoying nature and just being outside. It's really got a perfect lip gloss sheen to it that really creates a very pretty look and definitely is a little bit more unexpected for your springtime look, but is going to add just a little bit more color to match any eyeshadow that you put on. This next lip combo is going to be combining another set from Profusion Cosmetics of those matte lip creams with the matte lip liner, and this is in the shade Temptation, and this one is really pretty. It's a little bit darker and a little bit more berry shade than the Lush shade that we looked at earlier, and so as you see when you apply it, it's a really beautiful pink shade and really looks nice on its own. But of course, if you want to add just a little extra pizzazz to it, you can always go in with a lip gloss. I used one from Mercerie, and that brand is from the Dollar Tree. This one does not have a shade name on it, but you can see it is one of the more hot pink shades that I'm using, but it really complements very well with the Profusion lip cream and lip liner and really creates a very rich, very dynamic look, especially if you have a very light pastel pink eyeshadow look on. This would be really nice to complement it and to add a little bit more depth and dimension to your look. Another great way to add a little bit more of a pink shimmer to your look is to combine a lipstick with a clear lip gloss. So for this lip combination, I'm using the Ulta Beauty Collection lipstick. This is in the shade Ladies Night. It's a beautiful fuchsia color. And then to top it off, I'm going in with a ColourPop Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Balm. This is in the shade Vanilla Cake. So we've got a really pretty pink that is topped off with just a nice light iridescent clear gloss, and it's going to go in and create such a beautiful just glossiness, a shine, and adds just a little bit of lightness and a little bit more dimension to your look. It definitely takes it more from being just a really deep matte lip into a more gloss, a more shine, and that's definitely perfect for springtime going into summertime and really creating just a nice light iridescent look. For this last lip combo for springtime, I'm going in with 3 different products. I have an automatic lip liner from Ulta Beauty Collection. This is in the shade Fuchsia, and so we're adding just a really beautiful pink lip liner, and then we are making a really fun combo and we are mixing that pink with some purple. For the purples, I'm going in with a beautiful light purple shade. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Marshmallow. And this, of course, is a beautiful combination, just the lip liner with the lip gloss. But of course, if you want to add just a little extra pizzazz and a little bit more dimension to the look, you can go in with a Solar Flare lip topper from Ulta Beauty, and this is in the shade Lyra. And this is going to add just an extra little bit of gloss and something really pretty to the top of your lip combo. So that's a really fun way to create a very fun and unique springtime look, is combining your pinks and your purples together and creating something that's just dimensional and a little bit unexpected. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you had a great time hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed getting to go through my collection and pull out my lip liners, lipsticks, and lip glosses that I think best suit some springtime lip looks. And I just had so much fun going through and sharing some of my favorite go-to springtime lip looks with you. And I'm really just getting to show you how I mix and match these different products to create fun, different springtime looks. And of course, it is all about just making up the rules, having fun, and just creating something that is unique and versatile to you and what you like and what matches your style. And so some of these may be your favorites, and maybe some of these lip looks you wouldn't wear, or maybe some of these that you hadn't thought of before you might want to try out for yourself. And so that's really what it's all about. It's just having a creative outlet, just having fun, experimenting, seeing what works, maybe what you think doesn't work, and just really enjoying the process and just enjoying just the experience of applying makeup. And of course, at the end of the day, makeup washes off. So if you try something on and you don't like it, you can always wipe it away and try a different combination, or maybe something that you feel better suits you and your look that you're going for. But I hope that this offers some inspiration for you and that you just go out, have fun, just experiment with the things that you have in your collection to create some different springtime lip looks. And I would love to hear from you in the comments below what your thoughts were about these lip looks I created today, if any of them were your favorites that you might want to try for yourself, or if you have any favorite go-to springtime lip looks yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you would like to see more lip looks or makeup tutorials, then please subscribe to my channel. I'd love for you to stick around in the future. Until next time, let's be kind to each other, beautiful to ourselves, and never afraid to make up the rules.